My partner and I planned a vacation together. His mom demanded she come and he let her. I am not op. Original post by you, Throra 57643 in our relationship advice. An NBSP. My partner and I planned a vacation together. His mom demanded she come and he let her. The 19th of December 2022. My boyfriend, 20M, planned a vacation for him and I, 22F, over winter break. We have been together for only about 7 months. We stopped by his apartment to grab his stuff and his mom was there. She jumped in the backseat of his car and began talking to him in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so not sure what was said. He explained to me that she was worried about us going on this trip because his car was old and that she didn't want us to go. He said he was going to convince her to let us go and they both went into his apartment to talk. He came back a few minutes later, and she sat in the car again, this time with a huge bag packed. He said she began crying because of how worried she was and that she would be coming with us on the trip, but that she would stay in a separate hotel room. He paid for the whole trip, so I don't know if I have the right to be upset. But we're 2 hours into the 8-hour car drive and I've cried the whole time because I feel so overwhelmed. I find it weird that even though he's an adult he let her completely change our vacation and I'm worried that this may cause problems in the future. I know he loves her very much. But shouldn't he learn to say no to his mom? I'm not sure if I'm overreacting because I've been off my medications for a few days tbh. I may be overthinking this. What do I do? I'm so stressed. But I haven't said or done anything yet because I don't want to cause any problems. TLDR. My boyfriend planned a vacation for us. Right as we were about to leave, his mom began crying because she didn't want us to go and said she needed to come with. He let her come with us. An NBSP. Update. My partner and I planned a vacation together. His mom demanded she come and he let her. https www.reddit.com/r/relationshipadvice/comments/zoo3fcj/update my partner on planned a vacation/ the 24th of December 2022. A lot of you suggested that I should have gotten out of the car as soon as his mom got in the car to come with us on our vacation. Unfortunately, I sort of panicked and froze in the moment, which is why I did not end up doing that cold sweat smile. When we got to our destination, she did go into her own room, and I had a talk with my boyfriend about the situation. I told him that it wasn't the original plan to have his mom come, that I didn't know how her coming would help if an emergency did in fact happen with the car, and that this raised a lot of concerns about our future. I told him that, although I know he loves her very much, she can't come everywhere with us just because she's worried about him. He apologized and agreed that having her come was inappropriate and unnecessary. He said she cried and was freaking out about him going on vacation and wasn't going to let him go at all, and that letting her come was their compromise. But that he can see this wasn't okay to do. He agreed to have a talk with her, set firm boundaries in place, and not let this happen again. He seemed very sincere, but I told him that when we come back into town, I would still like some space to think things out. It was a very short vacation, only 3 days, so I did stay the whole vacation. I got home last night and have just taken time to myself so far to think things through about whether or not I'd be continuing or ending the relationship, and to allow my boyfriend to talk with his mom. If I do decide to stay with him, I'd be very adamant that nothing similar to this should happen again. A few of you asked about being off my medications. It wasn't intentional. I got caught up with school and forgot to get my refill of my antidepressants before vacation. I think this may be why I cried so much over the ordeal. Lol. Thank all of you for your comments and letting me know I wasn't overreacting about the whole situation. It was much appreciated and made me feel like I wasn't just crazy. An NBSP. Reminder I am not the original poster. I'm not sure if I'd call this concluded. The status of the relationship as well as OOP's boyfriend's STSTUS with his mom sound like they're still up in the air. Inconclusive or ongoing. Maybe. Wedding night. Why is your mom in our bedroom? Quote, she started crying and said she wanted to be in bed with us too. Having her watch is our compromise. Boyfriend seems like he'll say whatever works to calm down an upset person. And he totally means it right up until another upset person tells him to do something different. So he agreed to change his entire relationship with his mother when that's what Oop wanted to hear. But that's not going to last once mom starts crying about it. If he doesn't get this in check, he's going to have a real bad time. I love my mom very, very much. But I can just never imagine bringing her on a romantic trip with my partner. I get that she was upset, but dude. She wasn't worried about the car. She was worried they'd have sex. Offering to stay in a different room was a smokescreen. Now she's present in their minds and no one can get in the mood. Sex ruined. Mission accomplished. BF said the right things. But the precedent of mom not going to let him, a 20-year-old man, go on vacation is disturbing. One suspects that his spine melts in the presence of mommy tears and will the next time. This ain't over until BF shows he's immune to mom waterworks or Oop moves on to someone not attached to his mother's tampon string. At least he is only 20 years old. He may learn to set boundaries with his mother slowly over time. Especially if Op leaves him. Then he has self-reflection to do. As someone with a manipulative parent, it can take time to realize appropriate boundaries and to actually implement and enforce them. Sounds like he is on track to figuring them out, hopefully. A mama boy and a boundary-stomping mother are not worth it. Someone should link Oop on toohottooheavy post where the mill hijacked the honeymoon of her and hubby. And she ended up leaving for a different hotel, ghosting them for a few days while the mom posted creepy FB posts about being in a vacation with her baby. This post feels like a precursor to this type of future. Came back a few minutes later with a huge packed bag. Huh? She had that bag packed already. Mama is playing her son. She wasn't nervous about the car or something happening. She wanted to exert her dominance. And she did. Oof, she's gonna be in one of the just no subs if she stays and they don't work on this. I see some RJUSTNOMIL posts in their future. I do not for 1 second believe that he went inside to talk his mother down. He was trying to tell the GF one thing while obeying his mom despite her insistence being weird as hell. My mom was so concerned about my safety that she wouldn't let me go. Is he 12? Oop needs to run from that manchild and his helicopter mom. Girl, run. This is not going to get better. This is way too much drama for 7 months. She's gonna wind up dating his family and he doesn't seem to have a normal sense of boundaries. He came back a few minutes later. And she sat in the car again. This time with a huge bag packed. He said she began crying because of how worried she was and that she would be coming with us on the trip, but that she would stay in a separate hotel room. So, a few minutes later, she has a huge bag packed. Oop doesn't seem to get that this whole thing was planned with her BF complicit in it. There's no way she would pack a bag so fast. She was already coming and had her bag packed well ahead of them arriving. Son arrived to pick her up. Not ask for permission. By the way, who wants a mummy's boy who needs permission to do normal adult things? The tears by his mother were theater. The speaking Spanish to obfuscate what was happening was theater. He said she cried and was freaking out about him going on vacation and wasn't going to let him go at all, and that letting her come was their compromise. Wasn't a compromise. Was what she wanted from the beginning. 8-hour car drive with your new partner and his mom. Lol, I would cry too. This is not a concluded post.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.